My name is Vikram Badwar, and I am with Life Synapses along with my three colleagues. We have Arushi Malik, and we have Tara Singh, and we have Vipin Kumar Tanwar. I would let each one of them quickly introduce themselves, and yeah, so we can, and then we'll take the discussion forward. Yeah, so Arushi.
Hi, everybody. My name is Arushi Malik, and I'm a counseling psychologist. So, I feel overall, in general, we have neglected our mental health for a very long time. And with this overall global scenario, it is very important for us to finally talk about it.
Absolutely. Thank you. Thank you. Tara.
Hi everyone, I'm Tara and I'm a child counselor. I'm associated with a school and I would like to say that having worked with children for a while and having been able to do these kind of workshops that I do online, I see that there's a lot of difference and a lot of many issues that children are facing in their families. And this is a good platform to address it all at one go. So I'm very happy that all of you can attend it. And I'm looking forward to very nice, healthy discussion.
Thank you so much. And Vipin, apne
Hello
baare mein.
everyone, I'm Vipin. I'm a psychologist with masters in clinical psychology, and from last 1 year, I've been working with Synergy Transformation Solutions, and Life Synapses एक हमारा एक नया platform है, and because of it, we want to help people to talk. As you all can see, COVID की वजह से काफी परेशानियां हुई हैं, not only financial, business losses and everything, but households के अंदर पेरेंट एंड चाइल्ड रिलेशनशिप्स के बीच में कितनी प्रॉब्लम्स हुई हैं वो अभी तक हम लोगों ने एड्रेस नहीं किया है. सो आई थिंक इट इज हाई टाइम दैट वी स्टार्ट एड्रेसिंग द प्रॉब्लम्स दैट वी ऑल हैव, एंड इससे बढ़िया ऑप्शन और प्लेटफॉर्म हमारे पास क्या हो सकता है. सो लेट्स टॉक एंड लेट्स सी व्हाट प्रॉब्लम्स डू वी हैव.
So I think एक चीज मैं बताना चाहता था. I think the whole idea of Life Synapses was really to make mental health and topics related to mental health really approachable, accessible, as well as affordable eventually. The whole idea was also, and the whole thought of Life Synapses was a very emotional idea, but it was backed with facts. Like some of the things that we have noticed, I was just reading an article. It's an August 10th article where they're saying that COVID, the lockdown is making Indians stressed. There was a survey of 8,396 individuals across the country, and it revealed that 65% of the respondents were under stress. 33% of the people reported high to extreme levels of stress, and only 16% experienced no stress. And they came up with the three top three emotions which people are going through, and was like loneliness, boredom, and anxiety and anger. And a lot of this anger is coming out on our loved ones while we are at home, while we are stuck at home, or we think we are stuck at home. And in April, there were 94,000 calls which were recorded for child abuse. Yeah, domestic violence is on the rise, and we will talk about that as well. Yeah. However, I think to be able to address how parents and children can really interact with each other during these times, these are tough times for everyone. So, starting, I have a question for you, Tara. Yeah. I have noticed a lot of my friends have called up and said, that they're really freaking out with their children hyper ho rahe hain, children PT kari ja rahe hain, and just this digital time that everyone has with them, it's becoming really, really tough. Yeah. So what are some of the parenting styles that you have observed in your work as a child psychologist? Have these styles changed during this global health crisis that we are going through?
So, let me start by talking about the four major kind of parenting styles that parents tend to, do when they're handling their children. One is the authoritative. This is one of the most positive kind of parenting styles wherein the parents and the children share a healthy relationship. So the parents encourage the children, they talk about rules, but they also encourage their understanding about them. So they don't just inflict the rule. They, in fact, they're open to the child negotiating the rules with them. You know, this is this kind of style. And over here, children tend to be more healthy. They have healthier relationships. They have open communication styles. They make better, you know, they form better friendships. So this is one of the healthiest parenting styles out there. After this, I would say comes the authoritarian, wherein, as an example, I would give a Hitler's example. You know, the parents are very strict, very demanding. They expect absolute behavior from the child. They expect to have full control over the child. They are not, the children are not allowed to really talk about how they feel, you know, or they, again, they aren't really allowed to negotiate if they want to change a rule or break a rule, or just, you know, on a certain day have a different kind of a different kind of a day. So these children tend to have they don't have very healthy relationships because they haven't learned how to express themselves. You know, they don't feel confident about themselves. So their social relationships can suffer, their personal relationships can suffer, and they tend to have low self-esteem.
Great.
Okay, and then there's another one which is permissive, which means that parents here are very caring, but they are not strict when it comes to rules. So they believe that children and parents should be friends, and they have an open communication. But the problem here is that children think that they can start making decisions instead of following the decisions that the parents have made. You
Why?
know, so sorry.
Why do you think the children are? There's this conflict about authority.
Because when you give too much freedom to a child and everything is open for them to discuss, children actually, you know, when they're young, they don't have the ability to really make sense of the world.
Sure.
They will say what is on their mind, and as a child, we all want to escape the hardships, right? We don't want to study long hours. We don't want to just go to school, get the scoldings, and come back. We want to escape all of that. It's just natural. Even as adults, if we have a day off from work, we will be very happy to get that day off. But is that
That's
going to
true.
be healthy for us or not? That is the, you know, that is the question.
Sure.
So, okay.
Sorry, you were saying something, Tara. I apologize.
Yeah, so I mean, so this is, you know, this is one style again. And the last one is, you know, when parents are uninvolved, when they just don't care what the child is doing. Like, say the father is too busy, he has long hours at work, so he doesn't care about whether the child is doing his homework or studying. Maybe he's watching his news, but the child is doing his homework. So there's no involvement, basically. They don't expect any, you know, they don't want any kind of understanding from the child, and they don't expect anything either. So it's very uninvolved. It's like, okay, you are by yourself, so you handle things on your own. This is one thing. Yeah, and it's quite possible that during this pandemic, the two most, you know, the parenting styles that parents may have been moving between. One could have been the uninvolved, where, you know, I'm really busy and leave me. I already have problems to take care of. And the other could be the very strict kind of parenting style. You know, the authoritarian, or which is the Hitler, which is like just follow my rules and, you know, that's it. And there's going to be no questions asked. Very few, of course, and this depends from class to class. It depends society, you know, from, it depends on your economics. It does depend on these factors as well. So yeah, you know, it
Okay,
will
great.
depend on that.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Arushi, what are your thoughts? What are some of the styles that you've observed? आपने क्या notice करा है? And how are people responding to the children? How are children responding to the people? So just share.
So I feel that, you know, with the coming of this pandemic, parents and बच्चे constantly एक साथ घर में हैं, and the concept of micromanaging has increased बहुत ज़्यादा. So earlier children would engage in different tasks, like बाहर जाते थे, school जाते थे, but nowadays parents are always around them, and I feel that is often leading to clashes between them. And there is this concept of helicopter parenting कि parent हर चीज करते हुए देख रहा है बच्चे को, हर काम करते हुए देख रहा है, and parents obviously have inputs for their child, so they often end up having these clashes even though they don't want it, and दोनों को एक दूसरे के लिए बेस्ट चाहिए, but because हर चीज एक दूसरे के साथ हो रही है, उससे I feel conflicts और ज्यादा राइज पे होने लग गए parents and children के बीच में.
Quite interesting. Thank you for the thought. विपिन, एक question मुझे आपसे पूछना है. How do parents, आपके experience में, how do parents teach their kids? You know, how do they make their kids follow the line? एक वो बहुत जरूरी है कि the kids need to, and as much as we might talk about like a very open space, but kids need to be molded, so how do you think parents do it? What kind of positive reinforcements are there? What kind of गलतियां कहाँ होती हैं? जरा उसके बारे में बताइए.
So, जैसे कि हम सबको पता है, जो छोटे बच्चे जो होते हैं ना, उसे हम कहते हैं कि चिकनी मिट्टी की तरह होते हैं, कि आप उनको जैसे भी ढालना चाहोगे, छोटे बच्चे वैसे ढाल सकते हो आप उनको. तो प्रॉब्लम्स कहाँ आती हैं कि बिहेवियर पैटर्न फॉर्म कैसे होता है. सो बिहेवियर एक रिपीटेड पैटर्न होता है जो विद रीइंफोर्समेंट्स एक बिहेवियर में कन्वर्ट हो जाता है, एक पैटर्न बन जाता है. तो इन साइकोलॉजी देयर आर डिफरेंट थ्योरीज अराउंड इट. अब रीइंफोर्समेंट करने के भी दो तरीके होते हैं, लाइक पॉजिटिव रीइंफोर्समेंट एंड नेगेटिव रीइंफोर्समेंट. सो मैं इसके बीच में डिफरेंशिएट करता हूँ कि पॉजिटिव रीइंफोर्समेंट क्या होता है, नेगेटिव रीइंफोर्समेंट क्या होता है. सो व्हाट पॉजिटिव रीइंफोर्समेंट इज कि मुझे एक बच्चे में एक डिजायर्ड बिहेवियर चाहिए, तो मैं उसको पॉजिटिव ट्रीट्स देता हूँ या उसको पॉजिटिवली रीइंफोर्स करता हूँ बार बार उस बिहेवियर को, जब तक उस बच्चे में वो बिहेवियर नहीं आ जाता अपने आप. एंड देन स्लोली आई टेक अवे द ट्रीट्स और रीइंफोर्समेंट्स, एंड देन दैट बिहेवियर बिकम्स अ प्रॉपर परमानेंट ट्रेट. ऐसे ही नेगेटिव रीइंफोर्समेंट. तो नेगेटिव रीइंफोर्समेंट क्या होता है कि जो डिजायर्ड बिहेवियर है उसके साथ एक स्टिमुलस अटैच होता है, अगर उसको मैं हटा दूं तो टेकिंग बैक द स्टिमुलस, ये होता है नेगेटिव रीइंफोर्समेंट.
एक एग्जांपल दोगे नेगेटिव रीइंफोर्समेंट का?
श्योर. फॉर एग्जांपल, जैसे स्कूल की बात करते हैं, बच्चे स्कूल में पढ़ते हैं और मतलब होमवर्क, जब टीचर्स होमवर्क के लिए होमवर्क मांगते हैं बच्चों से, तो बच्चों को क्या लगता है कि कांस्टेंट प्रेशर रहता है सर पे कि कल मुझे होमवर्क सबमिट करना है, कल मुझे होमवर्क सबमिट करना है, मेरी डेडलाइन आ गई है, डेडलाइन आ गई है. लेकिन अगर हम उस डेडलाइन को रिमूव करके एज अ पॉजिटिव रीइंफोर्समेंट उसकी जगह कुछ इंट्रोड्यूस करें कि अगर बच्चे टाइम पे अपने होमवर्क कंप्लीट करते हैं तो दे आर गिवन समथिंग पॉजिटिव, कि आप उनको ट्रिप्स पे लेके जा रहे हैं, उनके साथ उनको प्लेग्राउंड में भेजा जा रहा है, तो उस नेगेटिव स्टिमुलस को हम पॉजिटिव स्टिमुलस में कन्वर्ट कर लेते हैं.
बट इस समय, जिस समय के में हम फंसे हुए हैं, all of us are really stuck in a time, in strange times. Obviously, positive reinforcement sometimes might not be external, that okay, we will go out over here, we will so how do you think so what are some of the positive reinforcement replacements which can be introduced? And this is a question to all three of you. So what are some of the replacements that can be used in today's day and age and time?
अब क्योंकि हम बाहर तो जा नहीं सकते, तो घर पे रहते हुए 24 घंटे बच्चों के साथ काम करना भी एक बहुत बड़ा टास्क है फॉर पेरेंट्स, एंड आई मस्ट से दैट इज ट्रू. बट हम इस चीज को कैसे बहुत सिंपल तरीके से कर सकते हैं, तो फर्स्ट पॉइंट टू नोट इज दैट कि बच्चे एप्रिसिएशन ढूंढते हैं पेरेंट्स में. एक क्या होता है कि जब बच्चा कुछ भी शरारत भी कर रहा होता है ना, तो उसको अपने पेरेंट्स का रिएक्शन देखने का मन कर रहा होता है कि अगर मैं ये शरारत करूंगा तो मेरे पेरेंट का रिएक्शन कैसा आएगा. तो अब इस बात पे पॉइंट है कि पेरेंट रिएक्शन कैसा देता है. तो अगर आप उस रिएक्शन को, फॉर एग्जांपल जैसे बच्चा बहुत ज्यादा शैतानी कर रहा है, चिल्ला रहा है, कूद रहा है, इधर उधर बहुत ज्यादा हाइपर एक्टिविटी हो रही है और आप उस चीज को कंट्रोल नहीं कर पा रहे हो, और उसी जगह आप रिएक्शन देके बच्चों पे गुस्सा करते हो या उनको मारते हो, तो दैट गिव्स अ नेगेटिव इम्पैक्ट. तो बच्चे को क्या लगता है कि मेरे को पेरेंट की जो अटेंशन मुझे चाहिए, वो चाहने का बस एक ही तरीका है कि शोर मचाओ और वो मुझे अटेंशन देंगे.
मुझे अपना बचपन का याद आ रहा है.
we all have that scenarios in our childhood. That's true.
So I got in the 80s a little slap here and there, sometimes a little more than a slap here and there was allowed, or well, let's put it this way, it was not questioned. So because it was not questioned, और फिर मैं बोर्डिंग स्कूल गया तो फिर वहाँ पर भी मतलब it has its own set of issues. Arushi, what about you and Tara? What are some of the reinforcements which need to change shape now?
So I feel that in this scenario बच्चों को जो चीजें अच्छी लगती है पॉजिटिव रीइंफोर्समेंट्स में उनको वो देना बेटर रहेगा. तो बिकॉज घर के बाहर जा नहीं सकते एंड मोस्टली बच्चों को कार्टून्स देखने टीवी देखने में बहुत इंटरेस्ट आता है. तो मे बी उनको टू गेट स्टार्टेड विद वॉट एवर दे वॉन्ट टू लर्न उनको ये सिखा सकते हैं कि अच्छा चलो आज तुमने अगर 1 घंटा पढ़ाई करी तो तुम्हें 1 घंटा एक्स्ट्रा पढ़ाई करी तुम्हें 15 मिनट एक्स्ट्रा टीवी टाइम मिल जाएगा. या अच्छा अगर तुमने 1 हफ्ते तक कंटिन्यूस ये पढ़ाई करी 1 घंटा एक्स्ट्रा तो हम मे बी कार राइड लेके आ जाएंगे घर के बाहर तक. तो ताकि बच्चा है समथिंग पॉजिटिव टू लुक फॉरवर्ड टू एंड बहुत इंटरेस्ट से वो काम करेगा. इंस्टेड अगर आप बच्चे को बोलोगे कि नहीं करा तो मैं थप्पड़ मारूंगा वो डर की पोजीशन से काम करेगा.
हम एज ग्रुप के बारे में बात कर रहे हैं अभी बिकॉज यू नो when you
Yeah.
turn 12 13 14 15 16 you're still a youngster. Yeah. But you know it is a different story altogether at that time. You know there is not so much of थप्पड़ नहीं मार सकते.
So I feel जो भी एज ग्रुप में योर चाइल्ड इज आप उसके अकॉर्डिंग मोल्ड करो उसको जो चीजें अच्छी लगती है क्योंकि हर एज ग्रुप के बच्चे को कोई तो चीज है जो बहुत अच्छी लगती होगी. शुरू में बच्चों को से टीवी देखना अच्छा लगता होगा एंड मे बी टीनेजर्स वांट देयर फ्रीडम मोर कि मेरे को मे बी सोशल मीडिया पे ज्यादा टाइम मिल जाए या कुछ अलग से अपना पर्सनल टाइम मिल जाए. तो उनको बोलो कि अगर हाँ तुमने ये काम करा तुम्हें रिवॉर्ड में ये चीज मिलेगी. सो वो समवेयर पॉजिटिवली रीइंफोर्स होता रहता है. उनको लगता है कि हाँ अगर मैंने अपने पेरेंट्स की ये बात मानी मुझे उस अच्छे बिहेवियर का एक रिवॉर्ड भी मिलेगा करने का. तो मैं बस फालतू में वो काम नहीं कर रहा हूँ.
द पॉइंट इज कि वैलिडेशन. बच्चा किसी भी एज ग्रुप का हो चाहे छोटा हो या 13 प्लस हो 18 प्लस हो मतलब एडल्ट भी हो जाए बट एवरीवन एवरी टाइम वी लुक फॉर वैलिडेशंस फ्रॉम आवर पेरेंट्स. हमें उनकी वैलिडेशन चाहिए कि मैं जो भी काम कर रहा हूँ वो मेरे पेरेंट्स को क्या अच्छा लग रहा है या नहीं लग रहा है. सो जब बच्चे छोटे होते हैं तो थिंकिंग प्रोसेस इस तरीके से नहीं आता कि क्या मैं काम गलत कर रहा हूँ या मेरा काम सही है. तो यहाँ पे पेरेंट का काम आ जाता है बच्चों को ये रियलाइज करवाना कि क्या उनका जो बिहेवियर है वो सही है या गलत है.
So can you tell us a few positive reinforcements that you can do? Yeah, and I'm sure people who are attending this session would like to know what are some of the things that you can do, like you know a clap or a cheer or a high five or
exactly
you know, body language plays such an important role.
Yes. So the point is कि parents obviously 24/7 बच्चों पे constantly नजर नहीं रख सकते. But the point is to recognize the behavior, recognize the change. अगर कुछ ऐसा behavior pattern है जैसे बच्चा अपने आप से पढ़ने लग गया है तो उस change को recognize किया जाए और instantly उसके लिए positive reinforcement दिया जाए. That can be in form of clapping, appraisal, high five, तारीफ करना बच्चों की. स्पेशली बच्चों को बहुत पसंद है जब उनकी तारीफ किसी और थर्ड पर्सन के सामने होती है. यू नो रिलेटिव हो गया या कोई बाहर से कोई गेस्ट आए हुए हैं घर पे तो अगर उनके सामने बच्चों की तारीफ होती है किसी पर्टिकुलर बिहेवियर को लेके तो दैट कम्स इनटू रीइंफोर्समेंट. और बच्चे फिर मतलब इट यूजुअली टेंस कि बच्चे उस बिहेवियर को ज्यादा रेप्लिकेट करेंगे और ज्यादा टाइम तक करेंगे. इसमें हम उनको मतलब बिकमिंग इमोशनली अवेलेबल एज वेल, उनको हक देना, उनको मतलब इमोशनली एक रिस्पॉन्स देना बच्चों को कि हाँ वी आर देयर फॉर यू एंड यू आर रियली डूइंग गुड और ये काम बहुत अच्छा है, ये आपके लिए भी बहुत अच्छा है, हमें भी बहुत अच्छा लगा. तो इमोशनल वैलिडेशन देना भी बहुत जरूरी है फिजिकल वैलिडेशन के साथ साथ.
Arushi, I have a question for you, and then you know, then Tara, because Tara works in a school, so it'll be really nice. Yeah. So what I want to ask Arushi is, can you, in very brief, in psychology, there've been a lot of studies which have happened around the parent-child relationship. So can you just tell us about one or two prominent studies, please?
So like you said, there have been multiple studies in psychology which talk about parent-child relation, because one thing is childhood is the foundation जो बच्चा बड़े होके enactment करेगा जिसको देख के, तो it's like a founding stone. So one important study in psychology found that the connection a parent has with their child often has a very major impact on how the child behaves. तो से अगर एक पेरेंट का बहुत क्लोज रिलेशन है अपने बच्चे के साथ, द बच्चा ऑलवेज लुक्स फॉर अप्रूवल ऑफ हिज पेरेंट्स. तो कुछ भी बात होगी, कोई भी एक्टिविटी में बच्चा एंगेज करेगा, इवन एज दे ग्रो ओल्डर एंड टुवर्ड्स देयर एडोलेसेंस, अगर उनकी इमोशनल बॉन्ड है एंड से बच्चे के सब दोस्त ड्रिंकिंग के लिए जा रहे हैं बट उसको नहीं जाना उस टाइम पे, तो वो उसके दिमाग में रहेगा कि हाँ, इफ आई गो एंड डू दिस एक्टिविटी, मेरे पेरेंट्स कहीं डिसअपॉइंट ना हो मुझ में, क्योंकि उसका इमोशनल कनेक्शन है, एज कम्पेयर टू दोज पेरेंट्स जिनका अपने बच्चों से बहुत कट ऑफ और बहुत मैकेनिकल रिलेशन है. ही और शी विल नॉट केयर कि उसके पेरेंट को कैसा लग रहा है, उसको बस जो करना है उस टाइम पे करेगा, जस्ट टू डू इट. सो दैट इज वन वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग. एंड देन अनदर थिंग इज, जो पेरेंट्स अपने बच्चों को बहुत ओवर मॉनिटर करते हैं, दे ट्राई टू चेक आउट देयर फोन्स या हर चीज से माइक्रो मैनेज करते हैं, द चाइल्ड ऑफन फील्स दैट माई पेरेंट जस्ट डजंट ट्रस्ट मी, एंड वो फिर एक्ट आउट करने के लिए रिबेल करता है. एंड देन दे एंगेज इन एक्टिविटीज जहाँ पे पेरेंट फिर इवेंचुअली विल बी शॉक्ड ओनली कि हाँ, मैंने अपने बच्चे को ट्रस्ट नहीं करा था एंड सी एक्टिविटी भी करी. तो यू शुड गिव द ऑप्टिमल लेवल ऑफ ट्रस्ट टू योर चाइल्ड, एंड उससे बात करो. इमोशनल कनेक्शन बताना इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. So
Sure,
yeah.
sure. Thank you. So Tara, tell me, so how have some of these theories, one of which Arushi's spoken about, how are they applicable in a school where you're working with children, you're working with parents also, because a lot of child-parent counseling also happens with. It has to happen together at some point. So, can you just share a little bit of the work that you are doing and what you're observing there? Oh, Tara, we're not able to hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay. So what I've seen in school is the similar kind of situation, where I always tend to explain to the parents that, yes, you must trust your child. There is a certain level of space and freedom that you must give them. But the same, surprisingly also has to be explained to the teachers. Because, teachers have, one, they have 40 children at a time to handle class after class. So their level of expectation is very high. They want, optimum discipline, but their patience is very low, and they want it now. But children being children are not going to respond exactly as you want every single time. So the same, the same principles apply to the teachers as well, but I have to keep telling them that, see, you need to first understand where the child is right now. You need to be like the bigger person here and be more patient and be a little more, you need to give a little more space to the child. There has to be, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Are you able to hear me? Okay. So, where the teachers also have to be explained that, all right, there are certain things that you must try to understand about the child, give them the freedom, give them the warning, and then act out. Like, don't just lash out on the child. So the principles, I would say, apply same at home and at school. And when the child sees that, okay, my parents are disciplining me in the same manner that my teachers are also talking about, that's when, a behavior becomes permanent. But if they see a different discipline strategy at home and a different one at school and it's clashing with each other, if there is confusion, then that's when they just don't understand what's going on and who is right and who is wrong. So we need to sort of be the same. That is why parents and teachers and the school, we all work together in help in raising a child. So both come together. We are not separate from each other. We have to be together because a child spends at least a minimum of 8 hours at home, and a minimum of 8 hours at school. So we both are impacting the child. That is why both teachers and the school and the parents have to work together to raise a healthy and a confident child.
So that is how it should happen. Is it happening?
Yes. Actually, that is why the counselors come in, because we try to ensure that, this is where the problems are happening. This is where, parents don't understand how they need to maybe raise the child. This is where teachers also need to give in a little bit. So there is this balance that counselors are always trying to maintain in a school. And then of course there is personal counseling which takes place, which again they try to explain the same thing. So this is our role actually. We are trying to bridge the gap and bridge the problems that parents are facing because they don't know exactly how to raise a child. I mean, nobody's, this is not something you learn when you have a child. So, and teachers also don't really understand the psychological or the emotional aspects of what children go through. Even if they understand it, they don't have the time and the patience to really cater to it. They have the syllabus, they have the discipline, they have, the principal is always on ground trying to ensure that the classrooms are maintained. Their focus is on that aspect. So that is why counselors come in to handle the other aspects where teachers and parents don't really have the means to really handle as well as maybe the counselors. This is our
Yeah,
goal actually, to bridge
I've
into that.
observed this. You know, I've worked with young adults in the last 20 years, and sometimes the kind of requests which we get from parents when we have to take their children out and we take them out for camps across the world is a lot of times it's about acha, will we get a certificate, so that it'll give points in the whole IB certification and stuff like that. And often found it really weird, because the whole idea of sending a child out to the outdoors, as with an experiential educator such as myself and my team, is to take a break, to really take a break from your own self, from your own mind. Yeah. I have. Let's not get to the point where we're saying, okay, see, the parents are going through a lot of stress.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not, people, before COVID happened, before lockdown happened, it was a lot about, we all had our coping mechanisms. We would go out, take a break from each other, because obviously you need a break from each other if you're living in the same house. Yeah, just for your equilibrium. Now everyone is holding again, um, and प्यार मोहब्बत थोड़ा वो sine curve में आता है. There are days when you don't feel that love, and there are days when you do feel that love, and it's really stressful. A lot of parents, have lost their jobs. Yeah, I have spoken to a few single parents who have lost their job. It's really, really tough. Yeah, and on top of that, they have their child who needs to be managed, because that child is also going through the same stress. We are all in the same storm, but we are in different boats.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. So, how can we help the parents part? Like, what are some of the things that parents can do to take care of themselves? Yeah, because वो अगर आप हवाई जहाज में चढ़ो तो स्टूडेंट्स आपको बोलती है कि पहले अपना मास्क पहने और फिर दूसरे को हेल्प करें. Yeah. So how can parents take care of themselves?
Yeah.
Parents should, it's like when we go to fight a battle, if a soldier has been preparing every day, then he's better equipped to last longer in the battle. So if parents are to survive, or to say, if a stressful situation comes up, the parents should not think, oh, right now, what do I do to maintain my calm? It should be a daily exercise, and it should be done for yourself on a regular basis. Not to handle or combat any situation, but to just be more peaceful with yourself. So exercises like deep breathing, like meditation, go a long way in ensuring that when a stressful situation does come up, okay, I can first be calm, and then I can act proactively and practically. But in that situation, if you become emotionally charged, then it's very unlikely that you will make the right decision. That's when you end up hitting the child, or scolding, or screaming, or anything could happen. Right, and that's when the child is also emotionally charged, and then it just continues that way. So nobody wins. But if you can build your emotional resilience on a regular basis, then you are better prepared to handle any situation, whether with your child or whether in the outside world. So I would say that do your deep breathing regularly, try to meditate regularly. There are a lot of things you can find online which will help you in at least taking the first step. And that is what we should focus on. We should first build our own resilience and then try to change the others. I would say that.
Yeah, no, absolutely. It is really, really important to build on resilience. And there's almost 20 years of research in positive psychology on resilience and how resilience can be learned. It's a skill. It's not, one of the myths is that resilience is either you're born with it or you're not. No, that's not the case. Yeah, we know that it's a process and it can be taught. Yeah. Okay, so I have a question for all of you. Vipin, आपसे शुरू करेंगे. हम सबको सिखाया गया है, स्पेशली बच्चों को, that it's a bad world out there. उनसे बात मत करो, उधर मत जाओ. Yeah. And I'm not saying that 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 there have been situations, and there's enough evidence that a lot of times that children have been abducted or violated. Their space has been violated because they really reached out. But it's still a thought जो बच्चों को सिखाया जाता है कि careful रहना, it's a bad world out there. What is the implication of this statement on the psyche of the child? कि आपको क्या लगता है? Because इसमें थोड़ी सच्चाई भी है और थोड़ा झूठ भी है, थोड़ा डर भी है. So how do we transfer our anxiety and fear to our children by using certain words? And I think I personally feel parents को अपने शब्दों पर बहुत ध्यान देना चाहिए. मैं किसी को जानता हूँ जो इतना वो वर्ड हेट बोलते हैं कि उनके बच्चे में भी वो शब्द इस्तेमाल उन्होंने करना शुरू करा without understanding it. Yeah. So what is the implication of the it's a big bad world out there on the psyche of the child?
So सबसे पहले मैं स्टार्ट करता हूँ इस पॉइंट को उठाते हुए कि पेरेंट्स sometimes tend to generalize the problems. और मतलब ये हो जाता है कि obviously we have situations आती हैं, सब जगह आती हैं, बट ये जनरलाइज करके बच्चे को बताना कि सभी गलत है, there is also not an option. मतलब ठीक है गलतियां होती हैं, बट टू मेक द चिल्ड्रन रियलाइज कि हर इंसान गलत नहीं होता, ताकि बच्चा अपना एक ट्रस्ट जो होता है वो डेवलप कर पाए. अगर हम बचपन से ही बच्चे को ये समझा के बड़ा करेंगे, स्पेशली मतलब अगर आप इंडियन सोसाइटीज में देखो तो लड़कियों को ये समझाया जाता है कि आप अपने कपड़े ढंग से पहन के बाहर निकलो, क्योंकि ओवर जनरलाइजेशन की वजह से क्या हो गया है कि पेरेंट्स के मेंटली एक परसेप्शन बन गया कि बाहर सभी लोग गलत है, बट ऑब्वियसली दैट्स नॉट द केस. तो मेकिंग द चाइल्ड रियलाइज द इम्पोर्टेंस ऑफ कॉन्सेप्ट्स एंड फॉर एग्जांपल टच. तो टच जो है वो बच्चे को ये समझाना कि नॉट एवरी टच इज बैड. एक टच होता है जो आपके पेरेंट्स आपको करते हैं, एक टच होता है जो आपके फ्रेंड्स आपके साथ करते हैं, और एक टच होता है जो एक अनवांटेड टच होता है. तो अगर आप अपने बच्चे के साथ कोई कॉन्सेप्ट इंट्रोड्यूस भी करते हो तो उसमें ध्यान रखते हुए बाइफिकेशन करना बहुत जरूरी है, ताकि बच्चे को हर सिनेरियोज की इम्प्लीकेशंस पता हो कि अगर कोई मुझे गलत तरीके से टच कर रहा है या कुछ टच करने की कोशिश कर रहा है तो इस टच का मतलब क्या है.
ओके एक प्रश्न आया है ममता से ऑन द चैट. Yeah, so Mamta is asking, during these COVID times, how important is that parents should encourage to play in the own rather than increasing screen time of children? What a fantastic question. Yeah, thank you so much for asking that. Arushi, would you like to give that a shot?
Yes, it's a very nice question, and I think that with the technology and gadgets being everywhere, it's very important to address this. So often parents have this habit कि अच्छा बच्चा रो रहा है चलो उसको फोन दे देते हैं, या अच्छा वो बोर हो रहा है हमारा ऑफिस का काम चल रहा है तो हम उसे फोन दे देते हैं. बट आई फील थोड़े टाइम के बाद बच्चे की डिपेंडेंस इंक्रीजेस अ लॉट ऑन दीज गैजेट्स एंड their entire life starts to revolve around these things. So I have seen children who are as young as 8 and 9 are using all social media, and वो उसके सारे ट्रेंड्स सारी चीजें अपने अंदर इम्बाइब करने लग जाते हैं, एंड विच आई फील हैज अ मेजर नेगेटिव इम्पैक्ट ऑन देम. तो आई फील इट्स वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट फॉर यू टू एनकरेज द चाइल्ड कि वो अपने आप चीजें सीखे, हॉबीज इनकलकेट करे, बिकॉज दीज आर द थिंग्स विच विल हेल्प द चाइल्ड ग्रो इन अ लॉन्गर रन. बिकॉज सोशल मीडिया का आज है कल नहीं, ये चीज आज अच्छी है कल नहीं है, तो द चाइल्ड्स पर्सनैलिटी इज वेरी कंफ्यूज्ड एंड उसको समझ नहीं आता व्हाट ही और शी रियली लाइक्स और डजंट लाइक. सो इसमें एंड स्पेशली व्हेन देयर इज अ लॉकडाउन पीरियड, इट्स वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट कि पेरेंट्स अपने बच्चे के साथ खेले, उनके साथ नई चीजें सिखाए. सो इन साइकोलॉजी देयर इज दिस टर्म कॉल्ड स्कैफोल्डिंग, जहाँ पे आप अपने बच्चे को बैठ के कोई भी नई चीज हो, नई टैलेंट हो जो आपको लगता है कि हाँ आपका बच्चा ट्राई कर सकता है, आप उसको वो स्टेप बाय स्टेप सिखाओ, एंड ग्रेजुअली द चाइल्ड डेवलप्स एन इंटरेस्ट इन इट and they actually start to practice that. So it's very important कि आप screen time हटा के बच्चे के साथ normal play में inculcate करो.
So, which will get me to another question. But Tara, I thought you had something to say to this one.
No, I would say that it is very important now that there is more time a child has, with themselves. So instead of a screen time, why not have a fixed screen time? Say half an hour a day to for whatever, mobile games or whatever that they want to do. But the rest of the time, try to encourage other interests that a child may, it's possible that they can develop. Say a reading skill, say writing, creative writing. It could be art, it could be dance, it could be music. There is so much that a child can explore in times like these, not necessarily by going to very expensive courses, but right now there are a lot of very reasonable courses out there. If not reasonable, there is YouTube where you can learn so much. You know, so if a child can be encouraged to just open up and see the good out that they can see for themselves, this time can be utilized to really grow in a very healthy manner.
Yeah.
Okay, great, great. Um, so Mamta has another comment. She says, in these times, children are with the parents on a regular basis, and children may face discrimination between the siblings. That's actually another very, very interesting point because, and it anyway happens, the sibling rivalry. So yes, that is a possibility, Mamta. So I have, we don't have too much time, so we have. Yeah, we will address that, Mamta. Mamta asks, isn't this aspect important? Yes, yes, it is. See, I also feel that it is. These are new times. These are strange times. So there is a lot of relationship management was not for adversities all the time, And now we are in this new time. Anyone would like to quickly answer Mamta before we go on?
सर, यहाँ पे मैं एक बात कहना चाहूँगा कि जब तक बच्चे बड़े नहीं हो जाते, इंडिपेंडेंट नहीं हो जाते, एंड दे डेवलप अ सेंस ऑफ अंडरस्टैंडिंग बिटवीन द सिबलिंग्स की अच्छा वो मेरा भाई है और मैं उसका मतलब भाई बहन वाला कुछ भी रिश्ता ले लो, बट दिस टाइप ऑफ थिंकिंग डेवलप्स ओनली आफ्टर अ सर्टेन टाइम कि दे स्टार्ट ट्रस्टिंग ईच अदर. उससे पहले बच्चों के बीच में सिबलिंग राइवलरी होती है, दैट्स नॉर्मल, हर सिबलिंग के बीच में होती है, बट यहाँ पे पेरेंट्स का इन्वॉल्वमेंट जिस तरीके से होता है वो बहुत ज्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट है. तो जस्ट रीअश्योरिंग योर चिल्ड्रन की नहीं ऐसा कुछ नहीं है. एंड जैसे मेरे पेरेंट्स किया करते थे मेरे साथ कि अगर मुझे कोई चीज दिलाया या मुझे कुछ टॉय दिलाया तो मेरे छोटे भाई को भी सेम चीज दिलाई गई है, सो दैट मतलब डिस्क्रिमिनेशन फील ना हो कि अच्छा वो बड़ा है तो उसको दिला दिया और मुझे नहीं दिलाया क्योंकि मैं छोटा हूँ, या छोटे को दिला दिया और बड़े को नहीं दिलाया. तो मतलब स्मॉल स्मॉल थिंग्स we can go into detail later on, but मतलब फिलहाल के लिए just to answer the question in short span.
Sure. Thank you so much. One question I had. Uh, One is what can parents do to manage their kids better during these times? I really feel this is a great opportunity for parents to revisit their childhood also. Yeah, this might be a great time. So whether you're playing games, whether you're playing Ludo or Chinese checkers or Uno or snakes and ladders, or so what are some of the things that people can do to, because you also have to start taking care of yourself as a parent, and you also need to ensure that your child is taking care of themselves. Like I've seen places where kids are constantly eating candies, and then they're on a sugar rush. Yeah, and it's almost impossible to control them. So what can the parents do to manage their kids better? And I'd like let this be open to all three of you. Tara?
Okay, so I would say that okay, if a child, let's say, is hyperactive, okay, say we need to understand that this. Okay, so let's try and understand what could be inducing this hyperactivity. Is it after maybe talking to somebody, something has suddenly entered the child? Is it after eating something? Is it after a long duration of periods where the child is very bored and maybe feels that he or she is not getting any attention? There could actually be a lot of reasons for it. Sometimes the child is just craving attention. Sometimes it's a certain food, like it could be a sugar rush. Sometimes it could be a certain mood. Sometimes the child must have spoken to a friend and something could have just induced some sort of anything, any kind of emotion. A lot of things, and when that continues for a certain period of time, it can lead to a hyperactive behavior that is consistent. So understanding what is maybe leading to this. Well, in the beginning, help to understand, okay, what can I do to reduce it? So if it's certain food, we'll know, okay, after eating this, he or she suddenly becomes very hyper, doesn't sleep. And then there are mood swings because, again, like if the child is going out with the parent and they're very hungry, and at that time, parent is doing some work. So again, there is that hyperactivity. So let's just get back on that. So we need to understand at what times do the child does he or she feel hyperactive? What is irritating the child? So these kind of things, trying to understand what is it that is leading to this. When understanding that, you will get the solution right there.
Yeah.
You know.
Do you think changing diets also, would make a difference? Like, a lot of families like to order from outside. There are preservatives, and like I realized that if I order from outside a couple of times, my stomach is a bit off. So, and obviously, children's stomachs might be even more delicate. So,
Yes,
yeah.
that's true.
So,
So,
do you think?
introducing home cooked meals are really important for children.
Yeah.
मतलब बाहर का खाना कभी कभी के लिए अच्छा लगता है, but if that goes on a regular basis, that creates problem for children. अगर बच्चों को ताज़ा फ्रेश घर का खाना बना हुआ मिल जाए तो काफी चीजें प्रॉब्लम्स मतलब काफी प्रॉब्लम्स जो होती है ना वो वैसे ही कम हो जाती हैं. प्लस इंक्लूडिंग मतलब सेटिंग अप अ डेली रूटीन कि मतलब ताकि बच्चा हाइपर एक्टिव ना हो, उसको पता हो कि नेक्स्ट टाइम पे मुझे थोड़ी देर बाद क्या करना है. मतलब बहुत छोटा सा एग्जांपल है कि जल्दी उठ के हम बच्चों को एक्सरसाइज करवाने लग गए, मेडिटेशन, और उसके बाद एक टाइम सेट कर दिया कि ठीक है चलो 9 बज गए हैं, सुबह ब्रेकफास्ट करना है, उसके बाद 11 बजे आपको अपना होमवर्क करने बैठना है. तो so the child is able to contemplate कि अच्छा आज मेरे पूरे डे में मेरे साथ ये मेरे को काम है, तो इतनी ज्यादा हाइपर एक्टिविटी पहली बात तो होगी ही नहीं.
Sure. Thank you. एक क्वेश्चन मुझे अभी आया है WhatsApp पे. Somebody is saying, please request the panelists to talk about temper tantrums. Yeah, temper tantrums. Sometimes children have a full hissy fit. Sometimes there's a full temper tantrum. Yeah. So tantrum होता क्या है? Yeah. और क्यों होता है और उसको कैसे मैनेज कर सकते हैं? बिकॉज ये आई थिंक बहुत पेरेंट्स एक्सपीरियंस करते हैं, एंड समटाइम्स व्हेन द चाइल्ड इज in almost in an uncontrollable tantrum, it becomes really tough to manage. So what is a temper tantrum, and how do you manage something like this? Arushi?
Yes. So temper tantrum is basically a child is acting out in simple language. अगर एक बच्चे को कोई चीज नहीं मिल रही है, they tend to act out to get that thing. So often we see when we go to mall that एक बच्चा कहीं ना कहीं चिल्ला रहा होता है, dragging their parent that no, I want this toffee, I want this chocolate.
वो तो हम adults भी करते हैं ना.
Yes. So but it's
over here.
but it's more likely to be seen among children that they tend to force their parents because they know that what kind of a setting they are in, so that if they act out there, their parents are more likely to give in to their demands and be like, okay, fine, don't create a scene here, I will give into it right now. So temper tantrum is basically a child expresses emotions too loudly to get what they want.
Sure.
And usually it happens over time that एक बार बच्चा प्यार से पूछता है, when the parent ignores it once, the child realizes दूसरी बार पूछेगा, तीसरी बार when the child screams and asks for it and parent then does the task, बच्चा रियलाइज करता है कि मैंने 2 बार प्यार से बोले तब तो पेरेंट सुन नहीं रहे, तो might as well I scream the first time only to get what I want. So that is how temper tantrums usually develop. And I feel in order to control your temper tantrums like with the children, you need to make them understand that when you say something in a very balanced manner and you ask me for it, I will only do what you're asking then. If you scream, I will not agree or I will not give in to your demands as much as you want to scream. Because when a child starts to show their tantrums, they will scream at a lower voice, then unki pitch keeps on going higher till the time you don't give in.
Yes.
And when you give in at the highest pitch, उनको लगता है कि हाँ अब तो मैं इसी पे चिल्लाऊंगा, मुझे जो मिलना है मेरे को मिलेगा.
इस frequency पे चीजें मिलेंगी.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's like Rag Mallar from the children.
Yes.
ये भी एक reinforcement का बहुत classic example है. मतलब कि ये फिर ना एक पैटर्न बन जाता है बच्चे के बिहेवियर का कि अगर मैं चिल्लाऊंगा नहीं तो फिर मुझे जो चाहिए वो मुझे मिलेगा नहीं।
Exactly.
बट पॉइंट इज कि मेकिंग द चाइल्ड रियलाइज कि अगर आप चिल्लाओगे तो अब तो बिल्कुल नहीं मिलेगा।
Hmm.
तो इफ यू आस्क मी नाइसली, प्यार से, अच्छे तरीके से, सिंपल एंड सोबर तरीके से कि मम्मा मुझे ये चाहिए, पापा मुझे ये चाहिए, तो आपको शायद वो मिल जाए। ऑल्सो
Yes.
फॉर पेरेंट्स, नॉट इग्नोरिंग योर चाइल्ड्स नीड्स, कि मतलब अगर वो कुछ कह रहा है तो ये अच्छा, ये भी नहीं है कि अगर कुछ जो भी मांगे उसको पहले उसमें ही दे दो, बट द सोल्यूशन इज कम्युनिकेशन। आपको कम्युनिकेट करना पड़ेगा अपने बच्चे के साथ। हो सकता है बच्चा पहली बार में आपकी बात क्लियर तरीके से ना समझे कि अच्छा मेरा पेरेंट एक्चुअली चाह क्या रहा है मेरे से,
Hmm.
बट इवेंचुअली जब आप कम्युनिकेट करना शुरू करोगे अपने बच्चों से तो दे विल रियलाइज कि हाँ मतलब ठीक है, अभी मुझे नहीं दिला रहे हैं तो थोड़े टाइम बाद जब सिचुएशंस क्लियर हो जाएंगी, ठीक हो जाएंगी, तो मुझे जो चीज चाहिए वो मुझे मिल जाएगी। तो इसमें क्या होता है, फिर टेम्पर टेंटम धीमे 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 कम होने शुरू हो जाते हैं। अब ऑब्वियसली ये सब चीजें मतलब एकदम से खत्म नहीं होंगी कि मतलब आज हमने ये शुरू करा और कल हमारा बच्चा ठीक हो जाएगा। इट विल टेक टाइम, बट इवेंचुअली इट विल हैपन।
Yeah.
Interesting. No, because it becomes really, really tough for people to handle this. No, I think we've run out of time, but please, everyone, you can write to us at lifesynapsis@singrity.com. Life Synapsis spelled as LIFESYNAPSES @syngrity.com, or on the Facebook page for Life Synapsis. What you can do is you can send us a WhatsApp message. You can book a session with Arushi, Tara, or Vipin, and if you're feeling you're experiencing difficulty in connections with your children, yeah, either Arushi or Tara or Vipin would be very, very happy to be able to speak to you. You can book a short session with them to learn about very practical ways in which you can deal, and improve your relationship and thrive. And it's not really about surviving a relationship, it's really about thriving a relationship. And this is really the time to thrive. We are anyway going through a very, very intense stage or state and time in our life that survival is no longer an option. Now is the time to thrive. So please, write to us, get in touch with us on our Facebook page. Yeah, ask us questions. We want to make topics like these accessible. We want to make them approachable. We want to make them affordable. We are not interested in, when we were discussing about this, we don't want to charge exorbitantly for sessions. We want to make this accessible, like I said, and approachable. Yeah, तो वो थोड़ा मेंटल हेल्थ का एलिटिज्म को हम थोड़ा कम करना चाहते हैं, और ये चीज बहुत सिंपल वे में बताना चाहते हैं that if you have an issue, if you want to talk, yeah, there are always people, qualified people like Arushi Malik and Tara Singh and Vipin Tanwar who are there to be able to speak. So please reach out to us. It is our small little initiative. Next Friday on August 21st between 5 to 6 p.m. we're going to do a session with a very interesting man from Dubai, a gentleman called Yasir Bilgrami. He's lived there for the last 20 years, and he's an expert in internal arts and internal alchemy. So we actually talk about some of the things that, some pressure points that you can work on to relax, to feel more contained, to have the energies flow nicely in your body. So please log in to that. Yeah, closing notes from Arushi, Tara, and Vipin, and then we can conclude the meeting. Yeah.
So I know these are very difficult times for everybody, and nobody really knows what's happening around them. But it's very important for you all to stay grounded, for all of us actually to stay grounded and talk about what's happening, and not just take every feeling as a passing feeling. We need to talk about these issues.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Tara.
I would say parents just reach out, everybody reach out. We're all here to listen to you and to talk with you. And that's it. Yeah. We would love to speak to you. Please reach out. That's it.
Vipin.
So अब मैं बस यही कहना चाहूंगा कि मतलब इट्स easier to talk. अब लाइफ साइनेप्सिस के हमारे यहाँ पे मतलब अब वी आर स्टार्टिंग दिस टू, हम हमारे पास अब बहुत अच्छी तरीके से अच्छे क्वालिफाइड काउंसलर्स आ चुके हैं. तो इफ यू वांट, और मतलब वी हैव फीमेल काउंसलर्स, वी हैव मेल काउंसलर्स, वी हैव काउंसलर्स हु कैन स्पीक इन इंग्लिश, वी हैव काउंसलर्स हु कैन स्पीक इन हिंदी लाइक मी. और मतलब वी आर देयर टू हेल्प, एंड लेट्स सी, एंड देखते हैं.
We are there to listen. We are there to assist. So thank you
Yeah.
very much. Thank you very much. Please leave a comment in the comment section. Tell us what you'd like to learn about. We want to be able to create meaningful content which comes from your side. So thank you very much, and I'm hoping you really enjoyed this talk. All right. Bye bye.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.